The Tomah Health Community Foundation has been supporting Monroe County health initiatives and helping future healthcare employees. Foundation Vice President Brian Eirschele shares information on the foundation in its annual scholarship fundraising event during the May edition of HealthCheck360. Welcome, Brian. It's good to have you back with us.
Yeah, super exciting.
Thanks. Yeah, it's great to be back.
So do you mind kind of briefly describing your role with the Tomah Health Community Foundation, the purpose of the organization, just a little overview of it?
Sure. I'm one of 9 members that serves on the board. It's separate from the hospital. Originally, it was part of the hospital. It was Tomah Memorial Hospital. Our charity is all provided locally to organizations such as Second Harvest, Food Bank, Neighbor to Neighbor Food Pantry for food directly for people in Monroe County, the St. Clair Health Ministry for medicine and medication, and most recently the Vertobra University, where they came to Tomah and gave a foot clinic, and it was greatly received. In fact, they had to come back, I think, 2 or 3 times because so many people were interested in it.
Can I ask, what is a foot clinic?
Well, it's a little interesting because I had to ask the same thing.
Okay.
It was to take care of older people's feet.
Oh.
Because it gets harder to do our own nails. And if your feet get infected, you have a hard time walking.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a hard time walking, it can be very disabling. I was surprised as well. And it's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
The people who came were just very pleased.
And I suppose the elderly too, with the bending over
Very
and some
much
of
so.
that manicure, right? So
Yeah, that's a great option to have.
that's wonderful.
Kind of get them pampered in a sense.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, your annual non-event event just got over with, right?
Correct.
Is that it? So
Yes.
tell us about it and any future events for the foundation.
Well, the non-event is one of those peculiar events
Yes.
because it's a non-event. One of the clever board members years ago came up with this idea that let's have a non-event where you don't have to dress up, you don't have to find a babysitter, you don't have to worry about a meal. You can sit at home in your pajamas and write out a check to the foundation. And over the years, it's provided over $70,000 of money that we in turn use for scholarship money to in the total of 3 $1,500 scholarships to Monroe County students who want to look towards a health career.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a great success. Every year we give out $4,500 to someone locally, 3 people locally.
That's really huge. I mean, I know how I'm still paying off student loans from college, and I've been out for 3 years now, and I probably have less than most people because I did work really hard to try to get try for scholarships and work well. So that's huge, and I want to say thank you just on behalf of people applying because it wouldn't be possible without that support. So thank you. That's awesome. So you mentioned that the foundation is now separate from the hospital, or that it originally was combined with the hospital. So how does the foundation still support Tomah Health then a little bit more? Can you go just a little bit more in detail on that for us?
So it's a great question because the foundation goes back 25 years plus. And it was the wisdom of those founding board members that started investments for the money that was being contributed. So we've incurred a reasonable amount of money, and in doing so, for instance, we just gave the new hospital, Tomah Health, $275,000 over the next 5 years. Mm-hmm. It's been a great success story for our local community. Without the foundation, the hospital could have been in trouble years ago. So it's hats off to the people of Monroe County for what they've shared.
It's nice to have that community support.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, what's coming up for the foundation, Brian? What's on the horizon here?
On the horizon, I think it's probably our favorite event. It's our largest fundraiser. On August 6th of this year, we'll have our 25th golf outing. because of the COVID pandemic last year, it was canceled. So we're hopeful to sign up as many teams as possible again this year for our 18-hole scramble. It includes sponsored holes where you can win things. Best putting, there's a contest at the end of the day for best putting. There's a live auction, there's a silent auction, and then a fantastic meal, all taking place at the Hiawatha Golf Course. We'll be sending out those registration forms some weeks before the event, and anyone who's interested can also go to the tomahhealth.org site for additional information. As usual, we'll send out mailings to all the previous teams, and it is open to the public. So if you say you want to come and golf, you don't have to be a great golfer. Anybody can golf. Anyone can golf, and it's fun.
Great.
It's a fundraiser.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us. Good luck with everything.
Of course, thank
and
you.
Congratulations on your impact in the community.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.